South African heavyweight Ruann Visser is back in the gym preparing for his return to competitive boxing following a 4-year suspension that kept him out of the ring. The Giant King, who has completed serving his substance ban, has marked 2024 as the year for his massive comeback and has roped in a solid team to assist him. Newzroom Afrika sport reporter Vuyo Macoba exclusively sat with Visser to look ahead to his return season on this part 1 of this conversation.
2024 is the year that he's officially marked for his massive comeback into the ring. Having spent some time outside of the big stage because of a failed drug test that kept him outside of a sport that he loves so much, Ruann Visser is ready to make a comeback. Under the guidance of Colin Nathan, they've been back at the gym preparing for what is going to be a massive return into the heavyweight space. He has let us into his space today at the hot boxing gym. His name is Ruann Visser, the Giant King, and the fraternity can't wait for his return. The South African heavyweight was banned from the sport of boxing for 4 years by the Court of Arbitration for Sport in Switzerland after testing positive for a banned steroid following his national victory in February 2018. The Giant King has fully served his time, and after being prohibited from competing in his most loved sport, is ready to make a comeback. And 2024 is the year that he has marked for his massive return. It's good to see you back in the ring. I'm guessing even for those that would have thought at some point you're going to put the word former in your title, they can forget about it, because 2024 is the year that you are making that official comeback into the space.
Yeah, 4 years has been a long time, but I'm super excited for next year. And you'll definitely see me fighting a lot of times next year.
Yeah, you're looking good in the ring. What had you missed most about being inside there, and especially fighting in a huge spectacle?
I appreciate the small stuff now, because I lost everything, and all the small stuff that I used to just take it for granted. I'm appreciating every little small thing now, and I've got about 6-7 years left in the sport.
Take us back to that moment, that feeling, after, the announcement that was made. And just from that moment on, how has that period been for you?
Yeah, it was devastating news. It was shocking. Didn't expect something like that. It was devastating for myself, for my family, all the sponsors. They just withdraw. And the first 6 months, I couldn't understand why something like that happened to me, and I was angry at myself and God and all that type of stuff. But actually now, after 4 years, I'm very happy that it happened, because I'm more matured now, and now I just want to focus on boxing. I've got the size and the talent to do it, so I'm just going to have to work hard now and give 120%, because I lost 4 years, and I want to be busy next year. I want to have at least 6 or 8 fights next year, because I have to catch up now. And I'm ready for it.
Doping has also come on the spotlight a lot, and even drifting down to South Africa. I just want to get a sense in terms of what that period personally taught you, in terms of the sport, in terms of substance, and one of the things that you would share even with the younger group, to say, do not do that, do not move like that, but try this way to make sure that you're in good standing ground and you don't find yourself probably in a similar situation like I was in.
Yeah, it's a fair sport. Every sport you have to be fair. You have to work hard to accomplish what you want to accomplish. You can't just try to use something and make the road easier. But make sure what you use. If you buy something at the shops, make sure what is inside, and go to a doctor, ask him what can you use, what is. Make sure on the internet, on the WARA list, on the SAIDS list, make sure what you use, you're allowed to use. And it's a fair sport, and you have to work hard to get what you want.
Have you been watching the space, the boxing space in South Africa? What do you think about the state of boxing in the country now that you are coming back into?
Boxing in South Africa is quite sad. There's not a lot of opportunities, and there's a few guys fighting for boxing in South Africa because we've got the talent. We definitely have the talent, but we just have to fix the stuff so we can be on the international level. because we've got the talent. So now most of the guys they fight overseas because there's not opportunities here. But if we can have opportunities here, it will be much better for everyone.
Let's talk about, the moment you got the call that, being handpicked by the mixed martial artists to say, please come into my space and assist me for this big fight.
Yeah, it was a big opportunity for me. Luckily I got the size. I'm basically the same size as Tyson Fury. He's 6'9", I'm 6'9". I've got a similar reach. Actually my reach is a bit taller than his reach. But yeah, it's a great experience. Saudi Arabia is really going to be the next mega for boxing. We're really putting a lot of money into boxing. And to be the main sparring partner for Francis Ngannou was a great experience. Very nice guy. He's got a very good backstory of where he started and when UFC champion, and now he fought the best in the world and he knocked Tyson Fury down in round 3. Nobody expected it. I didn't even expect it. So he did very well. And now I'm going to Ushi's camp in January. For the first 4 weeks going to be in Spain and in 2 weeks in Saudi. So I'm also excited for that. That's going to be the biggest fight in the last 24 years.